What's up, guys? So last weekend I was kind of lucky, and from Remnant Summon I actually got Lady Mikage, even though I haven't done the fusion yet and probably won't be able to finish it anytime soon, but I did actually pull her, and it's kind of bittersweet because of course I would have wished that I would have gotten Grixia, but she's definitely one of the better primal champions. It's not like she's one of the worst ones, and most of them are not that big deal in PvP, but Mikage is kind of good, and we will see how much I can make use of her today. She's definitely best in like speed teams and paired with Siphi, which I of course don't have, but today I'm kind of gonna try if I can use her a little bit of as like anti-Siphi champion. That Siphi is the most used champion in live arena by far. It's picked in every fight unless like neither party has it. So in like high level gold it's pretty much 100% pick or ban. And the big trouble that I run into is that I run basically only go second teams, and when Siphi goes first it's very easy to like either CC me so that I don't get any turns, and then if I use tanky champions like Wukong or Rotos that I have as a nuker, they can be countered by some squishy champions that function in speed teams, like let's say Georgit or Ronda. Ronda, for instance, is gonna ignore all shields and Necret and so on, and it's gonna one-shot Rotos or one-shot Wukong and even block his passive. Those champions are a big issue to me, and they're always paired with Siphi and they go first. And today I'm gonna do different things, and I kind of regeared multiple champions, but I'm kind of gonna see if I can sometimes, I mean, I'm not gonna win all of my fights, but sometimes, or hopefully more often than not, maybe I can finesse some of those Siphi teams with Lady Mikage and Xena. And my plan today is basically that I have Mikage in 4-piece stone skin. It's not the fastest build, I can't make her that much faster even if I went full speed, maybe like 350, 360 stops. But I have her in 4-piece stone skin so that she can't be CC'd on the first turn of the fight. And then if I also go with Xena, basically the enemy team is left with the option that either they do the turn meter boost, in which case Xena will proc the passive and will cut in and hopefully kill at least some of the champions in the enemy team. But if they don't do the turn meter boost and they use A1 on somebody, they can't do it on Mikage, and hopefully my Mikage will cut in before their nukers, because she's still like 330 something, 340 speed. She's gonna go before the nukers and stun them, because she kind of does multiple things. She's kind of versatile support. The only things that she doesn't do is block out and revive, but she does attack buff with ally attack, and then she also has buff strip and like actually two different forms of CC. She has a stun that is everybody in the enemy team, which also reduces turn meter, which is nice. And then even on A1 she has a sleep like Siphi, so I'm gonna see if I can sometimes checkmate the enemy teams, that either way, whatever they do with Siphi, I have some kind of answer to it. And I also put all of my best defense snook gear on Tormin. His issue is that his damage is not the best, but he's kind of fast with a little bit of accuracy, so maybe against some of those teams I will go with Tormin and Mitrala, and maybe that will do the trick. And I still got my trusty old Helicat geared, so let's see how we do today. That was kind of long introduction, but I wanted to explain what I'm planning to do, so it's not super weird. Also, one other thing that I didn't mention about Mikage, though it applies to all of the primal champions, but they have this very interesting mechanic. I don't know if it was intentionally introduced because lockout is so OP and dominant in PvP, but should be open with maybe Mikage and Necret, so we first see what they pick. But if she gets locked out, she can still change her form, and her abilities in the other form are not gonna be locked out. And her second form is kind of the one with better skills, so very often in the fights we're just instantly gonna switch to the other form anyway, unless we do the ally attack, but that can actually be very good sometimes as well. Okay, so we're not gonna get Justice in this fight. I could go with Arbiter, that is definitely an option as well, or then I will just go with Helicat and some kind of team without any revivers. Let me think about it. He can still pick one support, but okay, maybe we will go with Arbiter then. Let's see what happens. I didn't want to pick Rotos because then he would definitely go with UDK and I'll be screwed. I'm guessing he's gonna pick like Lockout and then one more champion, like some Nuker. Maybe Taras. Oh, Hegemon and Leorios. That I wasn't expecting. But my Mikage isn't, like, she's in a stone skin, so if she doesn't ban it, I think I might be good. I'll definitely go first at least. Of course, he can totally ban the Mikage, we will see. And probably either Rotos or... Yeah, let's go with Rotos. Helicat could definitely be option, but I'm gonna get locked out potentially, so let's not do that. And I'll go with the Harima ban. Actually, this is pretty good because I was kind of expecting that I won't be able to ban the Harima in this fight. Xena doesn't rely on the ignore defense as much as Rotos, but it's still gonna reduce our damage a lot if he has Harima. Now I have, like, I'm pretty easily gonna kill her champions with Xena if she just stays alive. Okay, and it's a full CC Hegemon probably in a stun set, since he didn't do any damage. Hegemon used to be one of the best champions in the game, if not even the best, like back in the old days during the speed meta, and it was something that everybody basically wanted to get. But nowadays she has kind of fallen off a lot. I don't know what I should do. I can't see the DC the Tormin at the start of the fight. I think I'm actually just gonna kill the Hegemon. And let's go from there. The deal with the Leoros is of course that we can't one-shot him or CC him at the start of the fight. But let's go with the Xena A2 that steals turn meter, that does less damage, and she will definitely... Leoros is not gonna be able to one-shot her through the Necret. Something like Georgic or Taras could do it, but not him. But yeah, Hegemons used to be built in... Damn, I was hoping that the Hegemon would go before Xena. I don't want to waste the AoE now. But Hegemons used to be built in multiple different ways. You could kind of choose which build, and it kind of was hard for the enemies to predict your builds. But either he was in... Okay, and we can actually buff strip everything now. Either he was in like full CC build like this Hegemon is. Oh, we got polymorphed with a stun set. Or then he could be in like a full nuke build or like a hybrid build. All of those were like used a lot. But this one was clearly just in a CC build. But he definitely has a stun set, so that could be issue. Sadly, I didn't proc Swift parry there. My Arbiter is on it, but... I don't know if I can kill the revivers. I might actually have enough damage to kill them now with A3. But if we get 2 kills which I'm not sure if we get. But if we do, then it's gonna... Okay, it would have reset the cooldown of the A3. And that would mean that we will like... we might be able to snowball it a bit. Okay, let's just stun everybody. Okay, actually this works out for me. He kind of wasted that Guts' revive, I think. He should have just A1'd and not done anything. My Xena is in a pretty fast build. I think she's like 240 speed, so it was kind of I wanted to build her fast and not full damage, in the case that if the enemy Sifis don't do the turn meter boost and they go for the A1 instead, I want her to be faster than enemy nukers. But some charges are gonna be really fast, so she's not always gonna be the fastest nuker. I guess all of my nukers are actually pretty fast. They're all around like 240, 260 speed. That is kind of the meta nowadays. I don't think we can kill the Maritzka here, but if we can, then that would be good, because Xena would cut in. She barely survived it. Okay, I don't think we want to kill the Maritzka just yet, because the Leorios would get the turn. Let's just focus on the Judges. But yeah, my team is pretty squishy and volatile, but I'm kind of trying some weird stuff today and see how it goes. And maybe I'll do something else with the Mikage next time, but of course there's only so much I can do, and it's still gonna be mostly the same champions. Also, I'm thinking that she might be pretty interesting with Tormin as well, because let's go for the wait, no, this is the wrong form. She does the ally attack, and then she also does buff strip, and that means that maybe Tormin could proc the passive easier with her and so on. So and of course the A1 is AoE and has a chance to freeze, so this might combo well with him. The only issue is that if I already have 2 nukers, then probably like a Duchess, and then Mikage in my team, I also still need defense buff if I'm gonna use Tormin, so I don't really have a lot of options if I want to use Tormin and Mikage together. Would be a lot better if I had Sifi, and then the Reviver would also pair well with Tormin or defense nukers, and then Mikage could also do the attack buff for the attack nukers. Yeah, I'm having some hard time finishing this fight off. It's I don't have any revivers, so it's gonna start to become issue. I think we can actually go for the A2. I think it has enough damage to kill the nukers, yeah. And now we stole a lot of turn meter, and we're gonna do another turn pretty fast. I think we're gonna stay one more turn in this form and do the ally attack on the next turn. But let's save the Xena cooldowns. Actually, that was a mistake. I don't think I would have killed the Maritzka. I should have just killed the Maritzka, because I actually would have wanted to kill the Maritzka on the next ally attack. That was kind of a mistake. Maybe I'll have enough damage to do it. Xena is stacking her damage, because every time she does the A2 or A3, it does... God damn it, I thought that Xena would get turned in between. Okay, I guess we lost it. So long fight and I still lost it. But Xena gets increased damage every time she uses her cooldown, so she's gonna get more damage in a long fight like that. It was kind of funny that I survived that long, considering that my team was so squishy, but we were kind of being a bit oppressive against him. If I had Duchess or Sifi, I think we would have easily won the fight and it wouldn't even have been close, but that's kind of the issue with Marichka, that because she revives teammates, everybody, with turn meter, no matter what, you basically need to, like, it puts you in a checkmate, because what happened now can happen, that we kill his team multiple times, and if we kill Marichka at the wrong time, then his nukers are just gonna get a guaranteed turn and one-shot my squishy team. Yeah, he opened with the Duchess pick. I was actually planning to go with Duchess and Mikage as my first 2 picks today. Generally, I like to go for either like UDK and Rotos, or maybe Duchess and UDK, but today we're gonna go with this. But I will try multiple different things with Mikage, because I kind of want to see what I can do with her. And yeah, I just came from shower, so my appearance is what it is. I'm not super active in the last several years like I used to be when I was younger, but I'm kind of trying to go to the gym, and at least if I'm not like in a good like stamina condition, but at least improve my fitness a little bit. It's not like I'm fat or anything, but I'm not in shape either, so I could be in a bit better condition. Also, I have Wukong gear, so I'm definitely likely gonna use him a lot today. We're definitely gonna go with UDK here, because it's pretty good against both Taras and Wukong. Very likely that he is actually gonna ban it, so... Maybe Helicat is gonna be our last nuker if we ban Wukong, we will see. Rotos, Tormin and Helicat are my best picks against Taras, but in this fight I'm not gonna have defense buff, so very unlikely that we're gonna go with, with Tormin, but we will see. I might go with Tormin. I guess I have one ally attack, but I don't have defense buff or anything, so it's a bit tricky. If he just picks like one immunity champion here, if I had Siphi instead of Duchess, I would almost certainly go with Tormin in this fight, but we're not gonna have enough damage without the defense buff. What? Well, that was anticlimactic. I was overthinking it, and I was trying to get a cute fight going on, and he just bailed it. But yeah, Mikage is of course gonna be a champion that basically everybody can get if they play the game long enough time. And I guess you need to, you're only gonna get so many books for the primal champion, so of course you don't want to like waste it on everything. But out of the primal champions we have so far, it's definitely one of the best ones. They're like, what are even the good? There's like couple okay, actually let's cancel this fight. There's couple okay primal champions, but I guess there's only like maybe like 3 really good ones. Let's see if I forget anything, but Grixia is definitely the best one. That's the best champion in the game. But I think outside of Grixia, the only 2 really top tier primal champions right now are gonna be Mikage and Lazarus. But then there's a couple other good ones, like Frolny, and then is it Carol, the Darth and Orc primal nukers. Both of those are pretty good as well, but I think those are the only relevant primals for PvP. Yeah, I really want to see what primal we get on Undead, because that's definitely my favorite faction. Yeah, Mezzomel is pretty good. Let's say that Frolny, Carol and Mezzomel, let's say that they are all like A-tier champions. Maybe Lazarus is like either A+ or S. I don't want to make my mind on it yet, but Grixia is the best champion and Mikage is maybe like middle or low S tier. I have been thinking about making live arena tier list for a while, but I haven't made it. I think I'm finally gonna do it this week, but maybe I will have to. I was originally planning to not include the primal champions in it, but I have taken so long to do it, but that I think I actually must include them at this point. Haven't really played as much against them as I have other champions, but I think for now they seem pretty clear that those are the relevant primals for live arena or PvP, and the other ones are not relevant. Okay, maybe we will go with the different route in this fight. Let's not open with the Mikage since he already went for the Duchess. Let's see if I can go for the Rotos Wukong setup here. I mean, he's probably gonna pick Harima, but let's see what champions he has. If he doesn't have Harima, then this team is insanely strong. But if he has Harima, or if he has Taras and bans my Rotos, it's gonna be a hard fight. I mean, it's possible that I will use Mikage in this fight as well, but I don't want to early pick it if I go with the UDK, Wukong and Rotos as my core. I basically picked the UDK mostly so that he can pick it against me if I'm gonna go with both Wukong and Rotos. Even though, unless you're going for those champions, I don't recommend early picking UDK. You only really want to pick it if the enemy teams pick something that are countered by him. Because if they don't, then UDK can be pretty worthless in many fights. Okay, he went with Mikage. And I think this might actually be a good fight for us because, well, let's see what Nukers. If he has like Ronda and Georgid, it can still be hard, but he's not gonna have Lockout, and even if he has Harima, then I do have the option to ban it. But he's definitely gonna go first, like that might be so. Wait, should I actually go with Arbiter in this one? It's not something that I do a lot, but maybe it will actually make sense here. If he goes with like Taras and Harima, maybe I'll actually pick Helicat and ban the Mikage, maybe. He doesn't have anybody else that is fast in the team, so my fast champions like Helicat are probably gonna go first if the Mikage is banned. Helicat is like 250 something, I don't recall out of top of my head, but something like that. Maybe closer to 260 or something. Oh, I also need to change one piece on Mithril after this fight. It's kind of scuffed, but I'm using Mithril to farm Sand Devil, which of course I'm focusing a lot right now. On Phantom Shogun, not Sand Devil. And Tranda, what? I guess we'll go with Helicat. Yeah, he took the Necret, so let's go with Helicat. I'm using it to farm Sand Devil, and I need a specific speed on Mithrala. She can't be faster than 251, and I want her to be a little bit faster than that for PvP, because I think my Tormin is like 255 or something, and I need to change one piece of gear so that she is slightly faster than Tormin. Yeah, let's ban the Mikage. It's possible that he has a fast Necret, but I don't think those are super common. By the way, actually, just before this video, it's kind of my luck or curse that I don't get any other good champions except I keep getting endless amounts of Necrots, and I already pulled 3 of him. And I mean, I pulled my 3rd one a while ago, maybe like 6 months ago or something, and I kept 2 of them and had 1 empowered to +1. But now when we have the 4-piece bolster and stone skin and so on, I really don't see how I'm ever gonna need 2 Necrots, so I just went for a +2 and got a little bit of speed, HP and defense on him. It's not that big deal, but I don't see how I would regret it anymore. You can clip this and come back to me later if there's some meta where we're gonna need 2 Necrots. But honestly, the Necrot has kind of fallen off the meta even. It's not even like... I guess you must put Necrot to S tier, but he's on the brink that he's almost not even S tier. He might even be like A tier champion. I mean, he's very good champion, but he just... He's not very relevant in the meta. Like, if you look, for instance, the weekly top 30 in Classic Arena, you're not gonna find a single Necrot in top 30. Every team is gonna be like Taras, Maritska, Krixia and UDK, and then maybe you will find a couple teams that don't have Krixia and they have Siphi instead of Krixia. But on most resets you're not gonna find a single team with Necrot in it. Now that doesn't mean that you can't use Necrot in offense, for instance, but the top teams that would use Necrot in offense are basically speed teams with like Arbiter, Necrot, Yumeko and Georgid. And even if I were to get those champions, I'm not fast, so I don't see how I would use one of those teams. And it's not like bolster stone skin build, even if it's not ultra fast, it would still totally fit those types of offense teams. So probably to min-max it, you would build like 300 speed Necrot, but it's not really necessary. So that was a very very long explanation to very like very specific random tidbit that is unlikely to ever gonna be relevant, but there you go. Speaking of irrelevant tidbits, I mean, I have shield for it a lot, but I feel like I feel like it, and people have even told me that I'm not like advertising my stuff enough. So if you want help with your irrelevant tidbits, I do have the Discord in the description of the video, which is kind of active. I mean, it's nothing like the big raid Discords, but there's a good amount of active PvP players in there, so join my Discord, please. And subscribe to my channel. I think I only mentioned in one video, like out of all of the videos I did, or maybe in some video like long time ago that I don't remember, but I never ask people to subscribe, like, because I just think it's like annoying and cringe. But I did it on one video and I got a lot of subscribers from that video, so I probably should do it again, or at least from time to time. Nice, we got a win. I need to get 8k subscribers on my YouTube channel, and then I can get access to the test server, and I get other perks, like I can do more giveaways and so on. So it's kind of like a big achievement and milestone for all of the people doing raid content that you really want to get to 8k subs. And I mean, of course, I might get bored to making test server videos, but I will definitely do test server videos about the new champions and new content and so on. I don't know why they are gatekeeping it at 8k subs. I feel like they should give it to tier 2 CCs as well. I mean, the reason is apparent to like, avoid people abusing it, but it is what it is. Okay, again they first pick Duchess, so maybe we're gonna do the same thing again with Wukong and Rotos. Also, don't murder me, but I'm gonna do other promotional content soon, so there's probably, I'm not gonna say for what game, I mean you will know, but there's probably gonna be like tons of like paid videos in like the next couple months. I mean, you can guess which game it is because there's not too many. Should I go with Nakarada? I feel like he's so gonna go for Ronda though. God damn it. Let's go with Mikage. Let's just go full nuke team. No, let's not do that. Yeah, there's only a couple games that Trade Seas play, and yeah, it's gonna be one of them, so you will see. I haven't ever tried the game, so it might be super good. I have no idea, and it seems kind of interesting, but I don't have like time to play 50 different games at the same time unless I'm making some profit of it. Python, or let's go with Python. Yeah, we'll go Python and ban the Ronda. It's gonna be a long fight, so let's at least try to pick one reviver, but he might even ban the Python. We will see. I don't recall that champion's name, but he has the like taunt and stone skin, and it's a bit annoying. But he already has Harima, so it is kind of tricky to kill him with two ignore defense champions already. Okay, he banned Wukong. I wasn't expecting for that. Maybe he wasn't expecting me to ban Ronda, and he just wanted to ban one of my nukers, and then it would have basically been like an instant, like 2-second battle for him. Just do one A2 with Ronda and he wins. But now it's probably gonna be fairly long fight, and I don't know who wins, but I think I have a good chance to win a long fight like this, unless he like somehow ends me very fast, but I don't think so. Rotos is not gonna one-shot his team, and with both Harima passive and this whatever champion with his Towns and Stone Skin, it's gonna take a while before my Rotos gets going, but I'm just gonna try to, like, A3 is gonna do less damage than A2 and same damage as A1, so I'm just gonna try to stay alive and spam A2, and then when I can block revive, then I can win the fight. That's basically the go-to game plan in fights like this. I might have gone for the Arbiter if he didn't pick it. It honestly might have been like a blessing in disguise that he picked the Arbiter, because probably Python is better for me in this matchup anyway, so... I don't... I have been kind of talking down about Python lately, but he's very good, it's just very situational. His revive is trillion times worse than Siphi, or even Duchess, because he has the issue that Duchess doesn't revive the champions with turn meter, but at least he puts a veil on them, so if they don't, if the enemy team doesn't have AoE skills of cooldown, they will get the turn. And of course something like Siphi and Maritzka revive them with high turn meter, like full or 75%. So you're basically guaranteed to get a turn with them. But Python only revives them with 50% turn meter, and that generally means that they're just gonna die before they get a turn, and his revive does nothing. But in this fight, I don't. My team is very tanky, and for some reason, he let me have Rotos. And with Nekret and with all of these champions protecting Rotos, I don't think I'm really gonna rely on the revive of Python. Just him healing Rotos with the A1 is good enough, so we didn't really pick him for the revive in this fight, even though it's good to have that as well. Python Rotos is definitely a good combination, even though it's very outdated and fails in comparison to some other stuff, but even if they are both locked out, Python can still heal Rotos a lot with the A1, and with Rotos' low HP pool and his low cooldowns and extra turns, they can function like well against the lockout teams. Anyway, it's super long explanation, but I think some other fights are kind of I'm not sure if I'm gonna win, but I think there's no way we're gonna lose this fight. I don't think. For once, I happen to have a good matchup against the enemy team. I mean, yeah, even though he has Harima, but the other stuff, like, I just happen to draft a good team against this, let's say. If he banned my Rotos instead and not Wukong, it would have been super long fight, and I don't think I could have won that fight, but he let me have Rotos, so that's great. Like I said at the start of the fight, if I'm pretty sure he didn't expect me to ban Ronda, because him banning Wukong made sense if I was gonna not ban the Ronda, but since maybe he was expecting me to ban the Harima, I guess that's what it is, but I have done oh fuck, he has the taunt. I have done a lot of fights against Harima teams, so I'm kind of used to this, and I know that in some matchups, like if he doesn't have UDK and lockout, then it's not like I can't win this fight with Rotos. It's just gonna be a very slow fight, and I need to be tanky enough to actually get there. And basically my builds are always tanky. I might not be fast, I might not have those like weird Shu Gen tactics or lockout tactics, but all of my champions are tanky because I need them to be. You might wonder why I did do that. On vacuum it doesn't make sense, but when the UDK passive redirects hits on himself, if Nekret passive protects somebody, or like if he protects somebody, then his passive also reduces the cooldown of the skill, and yeah, I will just get the skills back faster if I give the UDK protection. As long as my oh damn it, as long as my Python doesn't die before that. Actually, this is looking bad. Maybe I should have protected the Python. Oh. Well, maybe he can survive one turn and I will still be in the game. It's kind of looking dicey though. How much polymorph does he have? Both Harimo and Duchess are in 6-star polymorph. Probably I don't want to go for the A2. Let's just try to taunt the Arbiter. I hope he just does the A1. Okay, good. One more turn and my Python is fine. I think. I need to get the protection on him. Ah. And there we go with the stone skin again. God damn it. If I survive this hurdle and I get the protection on Python, I think I'm good. But he might kill Python now. Okay, good. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have defense buff, so even though Harima gets like he's gonna double the defense on her, but no defense buff. What? I thought I would already have the A2 back. Wait, can he kill it now? Getting so close. Well, he is a lot higher rated than me, so I guess I shouldn't have expected too easy fight. But the Arbiter and Duchess seem like very low HP, so it kind of looked good, but not anymore. I think, yeah, he's done. Even if I get the ally protection on him now, it's too late. So I think I'm done. Maybe. And I didn't even get the protection on Rotos because I got polymorphed. I should have done it on one of the other champions. If Rotos just got a couple more turns, I feel like I would have got this, but I guess he's rotating that stone skin very often with the Arbiter turn meter boost. And I can weak hit on her and so on, and there's the Harima passive. Well, it could have gone either way. Maybe I should have gone with Helicat. I wouldn't have been as tanky, but I would have gotten more damage. If I knew the builds that he had on the Duchess and Arbiter, my Helicat definitely would have been able to kill them. Yeah, I should have gone with triple nuker. I already had the UDK in team too, so okay, if we don't get too many losses, we're gonna break 4.4k today. And I wanna see if I play very actively this week. Can I actually get to 4.5k? It's kind of my goal because well, for two reasons. I haven't been as active in live arena lately, and also I haven't been doing that well lately because the enemy teams are getting too good for me, so I need to set myself some goals to try get better. Also, I was planning to use Tormin a lot today, but so far we haven't used him in a single fight, which wasn't my original plan. Well, I guess my plan was to also use Xena and Mikage a lot, but we haven't been doing that either. Damn, I feel like I definitely have to go with Rotos in this fight. Either I go with Mitro and Tormin, or maybe like Helicat and Mikage. Maybe we'll go with Helicat and Mikage. let's try that. He still has 2 picks, so if I pick Mitrola and Tormin, he's definitely gonna get, almost certainly gonna get double immunity in the team, so let's go with Mikage. And yeah, maybe I could go with Tormin as well, depends what he picks. It might still be option because if he doesn't have any revivers and I ban the Elva, and even if he bans Rotos, but with Mikage and Tormin, I think it's gonna be enough damage. Come on, I need a win. Don't pick a hard team against me. This guy also doesn't have Siphi. I don't think he does because he already went with Elva. Maybe he's gonna pick like Python and Harima. That could be pretty rough for me. People don't usually use triple nuker teams in live arena, but it's not like you can't do it. Okay, so Grixia has immunity buff as well, so there is 2 champions with that. We definitely can't go with Tormin. I guess we'll go with Helicat. Yeah, he does have the Wukong in team, even though it's in a nuke build. It can both block buffs debuff on us. But actually one more thing that Mikage does that I didn't even mention, because it's the least relevant thing on her, or after like the A1 on her first form. But on her first form, she also has a skill that decreases the duration of enemy buffs. Debuffs. I'm getting so confused. It decreases the duration of debuffs on your team and the buffs on enemy team, so I could try to get rid of the block buffs that way as well. Okay, so he got the immunity up. We can't really see the team right off the bat, but at least we can try to reduce the damage from the Taras a bit. That he's gonna lose buffs and the AoE nuke isn't gonna hit that hard. I mean, it's still gonna hit okay, but without any buffs, like how hard can it hit? Wait, did we already win the fight? Last fight was so hard, even though I thought we would have it, and this fight I thought would be very rough, but we won it during the Rotos first turn. Well, let's see what happens first, but yeah, I think we got this. Even though let's actually do this. Even though he has immunity buff and we can stun her with A2 or him, but yeah, it also reduces turn meter, so we did reduce its turn meter by 30%. I guess sometimes you can use that skill just for that, even if you can stun the enemy team. But her both stunning the enemy team and reducing turn meter by 30% on everybody, which is pretty significant number. That is insanely strong if you go first. Like, if you can pair Mikage with Siphi, that's insanely powerful combination. Not something that I'm gonna experience, because even if I were to pull Siphi, I'm not confident in my speed, but for those people that can do it, I would definitely try that combination. I mean, we're gonna meet some teams that are not gonna use any turn meter boost or where we ban the Siphi, so it's not like Mikage isn't gonna go first in some fights, but more often than not, she's not gonna go first, and that's why I have her in 4-piece Thorn Skin instead of like full speed or protection or something. Okay, open with the Siphi. Let's go with the Duchess Mikage as the first two then. I didn't want to go for the early UDK. And if he goes for like Protoss, UDK and Wukong, I can kind of deal with that with Xena. Okay, we even have the last pick. Let's go with yeah. We have to go with double nuker now. If he doesn't pick Lockout, I'm gonna go with UDK and ban the Harima, but let's first do this so that I have option to go for something else like Kaimar if he picks a Lockout, but yeah, let's do this. There's a good chance that he's gonna pick UDK now, but we will see. If he does pick UDK, I'm probably gonna ban it and... Or maybe I'll pick Helicat and ban the Wukong. We will see. I literally got Mikage gear today. She wasn't fully leveled yesterday, so... I'm still kind of testing things for the first time. I haven't tried everything. He's probably gonna ban the Rotos since he went with the Mortu, so we want to keep that in mind. Oh fuck, I was so slow. I was thinking between UDK and Nekret, god damn it. I was probably gonna go with Nekret, but we have to ban the Mortu. Now I don't have any protection, so I screwed it. I should have just gone with Nekret. I wanted to go with the UDK and ban the Harima, but because of the Mortu we couldn't do it, so I was... it was messing up my train of thought and I was too slow. Okay, so he opened with the turn meter boost and Taras got the passive, but he has Harima in the team. I don't think we can really one-shot his team, sadly. If I had Nekret, I would have gone for the A2 that steals turn meter, and then I would have like been able to survive one hit and then go. Oh wait, Mikage is still faster than the Harima. This is good. Maybe we can kill the Harima with the ally attack unless he procs a lot of reaction. Is Rotos gonna gut in? Oh, okay. I was gonna say that if he revives it, I don't know if Rotos is gonna gut in or not. Yeah, let's go for this. Too bad we didn't CC the Sifi. Damn it. I think we lost. He has the immunity up on the Harima, so we can't PC her, but I guess I'll have to go for the A2 anyway and try to reduce the turn meter, and maybe I can cut in. We have to do it. Even though everybody has the immunity buff, but let's see if this works. Okay, nice. Xena was able to cut in. Yeah, that's definitely... So, we got stunned by the Wukong counter attack. That's definitely something that you want to look out for. That isn't completely obvious. That the Mikage A2 on this form can be useful, even if you're not going to stun the enemy team. Are we gonna do it again? I think we are gonna do it. Yeah. Everybody is stunned though, so I think we lost this. Wait. What? How didn't he kill Mikage? I would have thought that he would have killed it there. Okay, now we lost. We were struggling very long. I think if we just had the Nekret, we would have gotten it, but it was my mistake. I'm gonna get so much crap for this because it happens way too often. I know. I think we would have definitely won the fight if we had the Necret in the team. Then he would have. Then we would have. I had Duchess, right? Then I would have either gotten Duchess or Necret, and in that specific fight, if we had Necret instead of Kaimar, I think we would have like even in early on, Xena would have not gotten CC'd, and I think it would have been much faster fight. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Butcher has everything. He has Lockout, Chiffy, Taras, and Harima. Those are the champions that we like. We can expect that's his main champions or his best champions. So maybe this time we can prepare for it, or since I know his champions, maybe I have some wiggle room to try to finesse him, even though it's gonna be like an uphill battle for us. Anyway, if you haven't already, like, Butcher has a YouTube channel and also does like PvP content, so go subscribe to his channel if you didn't already. Butcher TV and Butcher on Twitch. Okay, he went for both UDK and Necret. So Wukong and Rotos are probably going to be out of the play here. I don't really like my chances of using Xena without Necret, but let's see. Wait, okay, it's gonna be. Wait, do I want to pick? If I don't pick UDK Rotos now, I feel like he's gonna pick it. But let's go with Mithril. Let's see what happens. Like, what is he gonna pick now? Like, Sifi, Harima? No, he has to pick two nukers. He can't go for lockout anymore. Probably like Sifi and Harima and Taras, I guess. If he does that, I guess maybe we can go for the Sifi ban and use Tormin. My Mikage might go first in that case, and maybe I can buff strip the Necret protection. Maybe he's gonna go with Wukong since he picked Necret, or maybe he's he's thinking about Rotos. Yeah. Okay, so Taras is definitely gonna be his last nuker. And now that we know what he has, I really don't want to pick Xena against him without even Necret. Maybe if I banned Taras and I had Necret, I could use Xena against the Rotos, but I guess we have to go for the Helicat. I don't know if we're gonna have enough damage, and Rotos can kill a Helicat through it as well. I don't like my options here. Or we go for... Okay, let's do this. Let's go for Wukong, ban the UDK, and I still have a chance to buff strip the immunity from Sifi. So Tormin isn't gonna be completely useless here, even if he bans the Wukong, which I think is kind of likely that he will. Probably he's gonna ban either Duchess or Wukong, I would assume. Or maybe he goes for Tormin ban. That might actually be good if he goes with the Taras, but we're gonna go for UDK ban. I hope he doesn't ban Tormin. That would probably be the play here. If he bans Tormin, it might not be like super fast fight, but I don't think I would be able to. Well, maybe it's possible. He only has one reviver, so maybe even with the Tara's attack reduction, it might be possible. Okay, now it's a lot faster fight, but maybe I have a chance. We will see. Okay, what do we want to do? I guess we're just gonna go for the buff strip. Rotos is gonna be able here on Tormin, but I don't think he's gonna kill it once. But I don't think after he gets frozen, I don't think the A2 isn't gonna fully kill it. I don't think. Oh, never mind. The immunity was protected, so we weren't able to remove it from Taras. Well, I mean, he would have gotten turn anyway, but he had so many immunity buffs protected that we didn't really reduce the Taras AoE damage a lot. Yeah, it's pretty hard. The issue is that he has Harima, and he already picked the UDK, so I didn't want to really go for early Rotos because I wouldn't have had chances with that either. We have attack buff, but he has defense buff as well. I don't think we can kill hard enough to kill the Siphi, sadly. Oh, never mind, we were, but I think I'm still gonna lose, surely. He just needs to get the A3 back and we win. I hope he doesn't. I think he has the A3, yeah. It's done. Pretty close. The Wukong hit hard, but it is pretty hard to beat like account like that. Sadly. Let me think about it. I guess I should have just, I don't know if it would have worked, but maybe I should have just gone for the early UDK and Rotos anyway, but that would have meant that he probably would have gone with Harima and Lockout in that case, and I don't know how I can deal with that if he knows what I'm gonna do. Maybe if I got luckier and the immunity buffs weren't protected, then I removed more buffs and the Taras did less damage with the first AoE nuke. Maybe my Mikage would have survived for a second turn and maybe it would have been possible to win. Maybe, but it was kind of close, but not that close. Even though he had only one champion left, but we weren't gonna kill the Rotos with Wukong and who did I have left? Wukong and Mitrala. Maybe if Mikage survived it, then Mikage could sleep Rotos or get weak hit by Rotos, but kind of close. The issue is that if I'm gonna go, like, if I go for Rotos, then I basically have to pick UDK, so that they don't get UDK, Harima and Lockout. But if I go for the early UDK, then it's kind of impossible to go for other strategies, like using Xena or Tormin becomes very hard. So I kind of need to decide which setup I use early on. Again, we're meeting this champion. Maybe I'll go with Xena and Rotos in this fight. Yeah, let's pick Naked this time. That way I will at least not die instantly. If he like either he bans Necret, but then I have 2 nukers, so he can't one-shot the nukers instantly. If he doesn't ban Necret, then probably my nukers are not gonna get one-shot on the first Shuchen ally attack unless he picks Charge it and it procs the passive. We're getting farther and farther away from the 4.4k. Let's get some wins. Also, I need to keep an eye out for like the teams where I can use more. Maybe this team, except he has the this champion with Stone Skin and Wukong with Polymorph. Do I really want to do it? I'm almost tempted to just go with Mortal on this one and say fuck it. He's gonna ban the Duchess, so I don't know if I wanted to go with Xena. Maybe I should have still gone with the Xena. But we don't really have to ban Grixia here. Either we go for Wukong ban or whatever this champion is called, but I think we're gonna go for Wukong ban. This champion is gonna wall Mortu, of course, but with the Stone King and the Taunt, but maybe we can find the right timing that we will be able to rock a peril when we can target like the Tormin. He's gonna do a lot of AoE hits, so we're definitely gonna proc the passive. It's just gonna be if we can proc the passive in the right timing where we can actually target Tormin or not. Yeah, Grixia is super strong. It's definitely my most wanted champion at this point. I want it even more than Ukraine Duo. Of course, if you can get both of them, then they are like better. But the chances of getting 2 specific Void champions is very low. But there's not that many Primal champions. It isn't like that impossible to actually get Grixia, so that is kind of my power fantasy of this year, that I get Grixia and everything changes, but I think it will be huge for Classic Arena. But in Live Arena, of course, if I had Grixia, then she would basically be banned in every fight, unless they have a team that can counter lockout. But even if she was banned in every fight, I think I would still do way better with that. I mean, I would be able to like choose my team better, because I'm kind of like forcing a ban, and it's not that easy to, let's say, ban my Duchess or Rotos like I have with enemy teams that use Harima UDK and lockout. Should we go for the kill on the Tormin? Oh, never mind. We're taunted. I'm dumb. Let's just do A1. I don't know if I should have even a strengthen to himself, but I don't think that's gonna make such a huge difference. Let's just save it for the next turn and hopefully get block buffs on block buffs debuff on Duchess. Okay, so this is happened what I was talking in the lobby, that we got the Beryl and he has the Stone Skin and Taunt, but how much damage are we gonna do? Okay, so it's gonna take like 2 Beryls to get through it. I don't know if 2 Beryls would be enough to actually kill it, but maybe it might be enough to kill it. Yeah. It doesn't look that high HP. but he's not gonna have 100% uptime with the taunt, so it's a weird fight, but I have to use whatever means I can come up with. By the way, if you have any good ideas what I should try with Mikage with the champions I have, then tell me in the comments. I really feel like it would be fun to try to combine it with Tormin, but like I mentioned earlier, it's so hard to, because I also need to have defense buff and probably a reviver in the team, and then also a second nuker. It's gonna be pretty hard to do it, but I feel like it would be interesting to pair Mikage with Tormin or other that type of CC champions. Maybe I could just try to use Wukong and Rotos with her. I mean, she doesn't have that much accuracy, but it's probably gonna be enough to buff strip most UDKs with the accuracy buff. And maybe that would be enough that even if I don't pick UDK, I can go with Rotos and Wukong. Maybe I'll actually try that in the next fight, or like soon some fight that I get. Unless this fight takes like 30 minutes and we're not able to play anything anymore. I had pretty long fights today, so I don't think I can get too many fights done. Come on, at least 2 more wins. I want to get the 4.4k. Okay, so my Mortu is so slow that this champion took like two turns in the same time that like she got the stone skin and taunt up, and then she took 2 turns before Mortu got a turn. But this looks kind of bad. Can she just rotate the taunt with the provoke with the taunt, I mean? But yeah, this is also what I have been talking, that you can't use Tormin without defense buff. His damage is already very low, and if you don't even have defense buff, it's so hard to kill the enemy team. I think we're basically in a checkmate. I don't think he can kill my dots at all. Probably not, to be honest. Even if he can kill like some champions, but I don't think he can ever kill the dots in that team. But can I kill his Tormin with Mortu? Maybe, but seems like it's kind of low chance for the stars to align that he's not CC'd and he procs the peril and the enemy team doesn't have taunt up. I guess it's possible, yeah. I mean, he just got polymorphed, and I guess I could resist some things. It's not impossible. I don't know how boring fight this is to watch. I guess I kind of had multiple pretty boring fights today. Oh, let's see what we have on the raid Reddit. Wait. Let's do it this way. Yeah, excuse for my lack of skills. I'm sure there's a way better. I'm pretty sure there's like one button that does this, but I forgot how you do it. That would like automatically split the screen between 2 different tabs, but I'm kind of like doing this in a very scuffed way. And yeah, I know my desktop is very messy. It's basically just full of thumbnails for videos. Also, if anyone has any good tips, like what I should do with my thumbnails differently, then hit me up. Wait, can I actually just kill his team with the draw damage? What? Okay, let's try to kill the Chu-Chen first if it's gonna go this way. I'm sure he's very frustrated with me and my builds, but I'm desperate for wins, so let's see if I can do it. If we can kill the Chu-Chen, then he's gonna have a lot less turn meter manipulation, and maybe we can get the revive up and so on. He's getting those all of those heals though. Wait, damn, this is so scuffed video. Okay, now it looks better. I don't even remember when I completed my faction wars. I don't remember when it was released, maybe like 4 years ago, but maybe it took me like 6 months. I honestly don't recall how long it took, but I was pretty early game back in those days. I think chickens weren't in the game at that time, and I was basically avoiding of like leveling champions to 6-star so that I can use my energy to farm. Should we just, okay, let's just surrender this. I don't, he can never beat me, but this fight is gonna take 30 minutes. Let's not go for that. Should I? There's no way Duchess is gonna get lockout unless she like resists multiple revives. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to kill us, but okay, it's bad content to play this fight. But anyway, so most factions I only did with like 1 to 3 6-stars, because I was really trying to skimp on like leveling up unnecessary champions, which is kind of funny because nowadays I have like hundreds of chickens and I just can't be bothered to level up like every epic in the game to 6-star. But it was a big thing for me that I tried to do everything with as few 6-stars as possible. And I remember I did even, was it like 2 factions with no 6-star champions at all? Like all the way to like 21 3-star. I think it was like maybe Bannerlords and Dars, something like that. And many factions I did with like 1 champion or 2 champions at 6-star, or like most of the factions. But yeah, it used to be a super fun game for me to like do the faction wars, but it's super long time ago that I kind of forgot about it and haven't thought about faction wars in a long time. I have like many champions like ungeared, and I can't even be bothered to put gear on them to make faction wars faster. I don't really care about it that much. Like if it takes 1 minute or 4 minutes for me to complete the faction wars stage, I don't care. It's gonna be full auto anyway, so. What champs or champs do you think has the single best skill? It kind of depends if you're talking about PvP or PvE. Maybe there's something much better than what I'm thinking about. Do I want to say Krixia? Maybe if it's just one skill, then maybe it's actually Yumeko Lockout that is the best single skill in the game, but Primal champions have like 2 forms and many different skills, so it's not really a good, it's not a fair way for like to evaluate those champions, because like they have so many skills, so they need to count as well. Okay, maybe we're gonna try it now that we're gonna pick the Rotos against the UDK, and we have the Mikage to try to buff strip the Stone Skin. Oh, he went with charges. Yeah, I guess we're definitely gonna go with Tormin then, but do I want to go with Helicat or Mitrala? Let's go with Mitrala. Let's see what people answered in this thread. Yeah, Sifi A2 is very good. Maybe, I don't know if we can count passives, but if passives count, then the best skill in the game is definitely, well, on the shared rank 1 position is both Taras and Mariska passives, or specifically the passive on Taras that reduces damage, and the passive on Mariska that revives everybody with HP and turn meter. Okay, who do I want to ban here? I could even go for the UDK ban. Let's go for the UDK ban. I feel like he might ban the Rotos though, but... Oh, he didn't, okay. I guess, yeah, maybe I should have banned the Charged. Nah, maybe this was the right. We just need to see how the dice rolls play, if I get reaction procs or not. But I agree, Sifi is a good candidate as well. I don't know why, when I scroll in the other screen it also scrolls in the raid tab. That's stupid. Oh nice, so he opened on Mikage with the Charged A3. I think my Mikage has 2 reaction, Duchess has 1 because she has Stone Skin now, Rotos has 1, and I think Mitrala has 2, so everybody has it a little bit. Oh fuck, too slow. Yeah, let's change the form. And now we can stun everybody. Okay, this was kind of anticlimactic. Wait, Albi. I don't know if this is the guy, but there's one Albi that is like active chatter in official raid Discord for many years. It might be that guy, I'm not sure. Who also like does Platinum Arena push. Is there anything else interesting on Reddit? Yeah, he should definitely go with Rathalos, I think. Anyway, okay, let's quit the Reddit. Oh, what? I didn't have enough damage to kill the... Oh my god, I made a huge mistake there. I was just gonna say that let's quit the Reddit so we can focus on the fights, but I already made a huge mistake. Well, I still have the whale up, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, should be fine. I was getting a little bit worried there, but I had the whale and I had like Duchess was in high health with Stone Skin. Probably she would have survived the Charged, even if I didn't proc Petrification and he proc the passive and Helm Smasher and basically everything. I think even in that case my Duchess might have survived. I guess we can weak hit on the... how can I not remember the champion's name? Anyway, maybe we can sleep her if we don't weak it. She used to be very... Lysandra, of course, Lysandra. She used to be very popular. It was also during the speed meta in the early days of the game, but she has kind of became a lot less popular after that. Yeah, if the enemy doesn't have immunity buff or we go first, Mikage is insanely oppressive with all of her CC. Like, imagine that she also has AoE CC and then guaranteed sleep on A1 like Sifi. That's crazy. The only issue is that you really would want to go first with her, and I'm not really able to pull that off, so we must go with the stone skin build instead. I'm really hoping to get one more piece of stone skin accessories on my Helicat soon, so that I can put Helicat in stone skin and lethal. I mean, I'm using it a lot right now too, but if I get that, I think I will be using Helicat way more. Damn it, we had pretty long fights and we didn't do that well. I don't know if we have time to get to 4.4k. I guess we did okay. Well, wait. Okay, we're, I guess, one more loss than win, so it's not that okay, but let's get 2 more wins in the end, and then it is what it is. I don't know why I'm expecting to get like a massive win ratio every time, because it's not that easy, but for some reason I'm always disappointed if I get 50-50 win ratio, even though I should be expecting that. Mikage has been kind of hit and miss, that in some fight she was insanely powerful, like in the last ones, and then in some fights she didn't really do much, so... Okay, I was gonna say that let's not go without UDK and do the Mikage Rotos Wukong tactic again, that we try to counter the enemy UDK with that, but I'm gonna get stunned by the Tara. Should I just go with the UDK anyway? No, let's open with the Duchess and Mikage. I might still go with the UDK, but we will see. Okay, let's not go with UDK. I have the last pick. Let's just... Maybe we can finesse him to like... Maybe we can use Stormin in this fight. If he doesn't pick... Yeah, he has to pick one nuker. And then he's gonna pick like one immunity champion. We could just ban the immunity champion and get locked out. Basically everybody else in this team is gonna be decent, have a decent matchup against Lockout, except Duchess, but Duchess has Bolster, so she's still gonna be a little bit useful and heal herself, so maybe we can... Initve. Wait, he didn't even pick any immunity, so we can totally ban the Initve as well. I think I'm actually gonna go for the Initve ban here. And... yeah. Since he went for the... like this type of team without Reviver, I think he's definitely gonna ban one of my nukers. Probably he's gonna ban the Tormin, I guess. So let's go for the Initve ban. Oh, okay, he went for Rotos ban. In either case, Initve 2 can definitely one-shot them, since he doesn't have since I don't have Necret protection. Maybe with defense buff I would definitely survive it, but he has 3 nukers and Wukong has buff strip and block buff debuff, so I'm sure he would get me with the Initve. Oh. My bad, I tried to avoid hitting my desk or chair and making those annoying noises to the microphone, but happens. Okay, so as you can see now, I got locked out, but I can still change the form, and the other form isn't locked out. And now Mikage can CC the entire team, or not the entire team, I mean he has Stone Skin and Whale and we can weak it, but we're definitely gonna do something here. Yeah. So, yeah, so we reduced turn meter on everybody, and then we also stunned his Snookers, and he was able to cleanse that with Marichka. But then that cleanse also froze the Wukong, and now he doesn't have the cleanse, so now we can freeze him, now we can petrify him. Everything is possible now. Only issue is that the Duchess is locked out and she can't do the immunity. And when the Yumeko puts the what's it called? She's gonna reflect our CC on us when she puts the hex on one of our champions. So probably she's gonna put that on Tormin, and that means that Tormin can like get frozen or petrified or like any CC that I put onto them. I guess in the other form I could reduce the duration of the debuff by 1 turn, but I guess I don't want to use the sleep now. Yeah, let's just go with the buff strip even if it doesn't do anything. I can't change the form yet. I'm doing damage, but can I actually finish him off? If we want to do that, we definitely have to get rid of the Yumeko. Now we're not gonna get locked out, and now I can maybe get the cooldowns on everybody and try to do this. Mikage got polymorphed. Well, it's not completely impossible anymore, since I will be able to revive Mikage if I survive long enough. But I want this fight to be fast because I want to do one more fight. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna win this though. I'm kind of already acting like I won, but this is probably gonna be a very long fight and it's gonna be very close. I don't know if I can actually win this one. Just like the other guy, even though I surrendered against him, but I'm like 99% sure that it would have been a 30-minute fight if I didn't leave it. There's no way that he could have killed my charges with Tormin. But just like in that guy, the Tormin didn't have enough damage to kill me. My Tormin is gonna have insanely hard time to kill off this guy. But at least he doesn't have 2 revivers, so maybe? Maybe not, honestly, because he has the Wukong is harassing me, and even if I kill it, I can't get rid of it. And I don't know if I can kill the Marichka. It's gonna be so hard. Everybody is polymorphed. And Duchess is low health, and Taras is gonna move before it. It actually might be game over. Also, I'm really not getting a lot of CC on him. I feel like I'm kind of getting very unlucky with the Torment passive. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm dumb. I guess he has resistance on Taras. I mean, my Torment doesn't have very high accuracy, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we lost this one. God damn it! I thought we countered him on paper, but the Marichka heals and revive is just too strong. Couldn't do it. I think we lost. And now Tormin is gonna die if we hit them. Oh, we don't even have the resistance. I mean the accuracy to do it. It wouldn't have killed her, to be fair, but she would have gotten the low HP. Okay, wasn't good enough there. Tormin made sense, we countered the team, but I didn't have enough accuracy on Tormin, and even if I did, I didn't have enough damage, so something else next time. I think it might have been okay, but he also had that Wukong seizing me, and I was proccing the polymorph too often. I really want to use Tormin, but I feel like even though he kind of makes sense, like he feels like a counter against some things, but he just has so low damage that it's very hard to use him. I should have used Helicat today more and less Tormin, I would say. Wait, is this the same guy? Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, this time we're gonna go with... if I pick Wukong... Okay, I'm gonna go Rotos, but he's gonna pick Wukong now. It's not gonna be great, but let's go with this. If he goes with both Wukong and Lockout, it's gonna be Isu. Because I kind of want to use Helicat against him. I hope he doesn't go with both of them. If it's just either Wukong or Lockout, I'm gonna ban it. Okay, he went with Mikage, and probably the last champion is gonna be the Wukong, so... I can go with Wukong, but he's gonna do terribly against Taras. Maybe I'll still do it. Should I go with Arbiter in this fight? He doesn't have a fast team except Mikage and Yumeko, but maybe my Arbiter is faster than his Mikage. Let's go with Arbiter. Let's see how this goes. I'll ban the Yumeko and I'm praying that he doesn't have Harima. Come on, please don't have Harima, please. Okay, he doesn't have Harima. George, it is pretty rough too, but in this matchup I rather face the George than the Harima. Now I just need to pray that my Justice is faster than the Mikage. It's gonna come down to that. I'm gonna instantly lose if the Mikage goes first, but... And my Arbiter is only like 350 speed, so she isn't that fast. Oh, it's a stone skin Mikage. Everybody is in a stone skin. Maybe it's still gonna be rough. Oh, never mind. My Justice is very fast nowadays with like 260 or 270 speed, so... That was actually totally fine. It is possible that we might be able to one-shot the Charged with the A3, even through the Stone Skin, but let's just go for A2, okay. Got paired anyway, so... Overthinking it. Yeah, Rotos can weak hit on the Mikage though, that's gonna be so... Oh, and he got the buff strip, god damn it. So Charged can just one-shot him now. Yeah, I feel... Never mind, I think maybe he can survive one A1 from the Charged. Yeah. I think I have to go for the A3. If we don't weak it, I should kill the Mikage. Hopefully. Yeah, I would have killed it if it wasn't a weak hit, and even though she had strength and a shield, but then I wouldn't have gotten CC'd, but now it's not gonna be fun. That is kind of nice thing about Mikage. Even though she isn't void, but the force affinity can be pretty good oftentimes in like PvP. Not just against Rotos, but there's other champions like maybe against Ronda. Tranda isn't really relevant nowadays, but force affinity is pretty good defensively. It's often considered like a bad or I guess just not even often. It is just considered bad affinity for nukers, but great affinity for supports. And magic is like the other way around. Okay, this is kind of looking dicey though. If I can just get rid of the Mikage while still being alive, then maybe I can make a comeback, but I think it's over. Rotos getting stunned was too much. Both of my revivers are gonna die to one hit now, and Duchess doesn't have the Swift parry left. And he can do the ally attack with the Maritska A1, so it's over. Right? Can I? Okay, never mind. Maybe, yeah, I can survive this, okay. Well, oh my god. Is she gonna have CC? Yeah, she had the CC. Oh, okay, she weak it. Good. Okay, great. So she actually did weak it on Duchess, which was, I guess, good, but then everybody else is stunned again, so then we make a comeback. Okay, that's good, that's good. What? Ah, I thought my Arbiter was gonna get a turn before the Maritska. Okay, we lost. It's been a rough session. Okay, one more for the road. At least let's get the win on the final fight. Honestly, it's getting so bad that I'm starting to rethink that maybe I should play on a better account. Wait, it's the same guy again. I guess we're gonna go for the Helicat strategy this time. Maybe we will go with the UDK so that he can't it's not easy. Okay, let's do this. I'll probably try to go with the Helicat in this fight, but he knows my... Okay, he went with those. He knows my champions, so he could just pick them, but I guess he didn't do it. If I pick these now, he's gonna go with Wukong and Lockout. Let's try to be sneaky about it. Yeah, let's go with UDK and Wukong. And then the last champion is gonna be Helicat. Maybe we can do it this way, but he could just CC us with the Mikage. Well, he already picked 2 revivers, so if he picks like Nuker, like I guess Georgit and Mikage, I'll just ban the Mikage or Yumeko, whichever he picks. Maybe we can get the final fight now with the trusty old Helicat. Rotos is kind of losing a lot of his stock in my book. Maybe Helicat is my new favorite champion. He's the only one that I can trust. Rotos is so fucked by all of the Harimas and UDKs and so on. And even like Rondas and Charges, there's just so many popular champions that counter Rotos. But the Helicat sometimes is just... he's very powerful. He has reaction, but only one piece. Okay, and he didn't proc it. Okay, never mind the reaction. Just don't get feared now, please. I pray. Let's get a win on the final fight. Come on. Okay, great. That buys us some time. Even though the UDK, not UDK, the Charged A3 ignores Stone Skin, but my UDK is of course in reaction, and even if he doesn't proc, even if he doesn't proc reaction, then he was tanky enough to survive it. Okay, if we do the A3 now, we're gonna lose attack because of that pesky OP Taras passive, but I think it's worth it to try to kill the Charged. Yeah. He didn't steal the attack buff, sadly though. I think my Wukong only has like 200 accuracy. I think we know what the next video is gonna be about. It's definitely gonna be another Helicat video. Should I go for the A3? I'm not sure if I have enough damage, but maybe with my new Rotos build we could even do it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, let's do this. Charged is gonna be issue though when he gets revived with turn meter, because we want to kill we have to kill the Duchess first. So I don't know if this is enough, but I do have the Wukong, so maybe it's enough. Maybe even if Rotos dies, but if UDK stays alive and Wukong gets back up. That actually played out perfectly for me. So the Maritzka died with the Helicat, and now Wukong was able to cut in, and yeah, we're gonna destroy him now. Oh my god, did we actually win a fight? No way. Time to take a screenshot about this. After all of the humiliation that we had today. Okay, wait. Are we still gonna lose? Almost. Yeah. I tried all different things today, but the good boy Helicat is the one that actually got some wins. Wait, yeah. Oh my god, let's look at this. So, Helicat, no Helicat, no Helicat, no Helicat, no Helicat, no Helicat. We did 3 fights with Helicat, and every fight was a win. So, is that the coincidence? The issue with Helicat is that he can be countered very easily, so I can't pick him in every fight, but every fight that I did pick him, he had 100% win ratio. How well did I do with Mikage? Yeah, with Mikage not so well. I guess 50-50 mixed results with Mikage. And yeah, maybe that one fight was basically like a draw, even though, like this one, even though I surrendered it. But it was kind of a Hail Mary to try to get a win with Mortu anyway, so I can only blame myself for that. But yeah, I don't know what to think about the Mikage. I think I wanted to pair him with Tormin, but it's kind of hard to do it without Siphi. She can't extend the block damage, of course, so I don't know how, like, she's not directly gonna be like insane synergy with Helicat, but probably next video I'm gonna try to force Helicat more in the fights, and I'm definitely gonna keep using Mikage though, because when she's good, but kind of like Helicat, you need to, well, you need to go first with both of them, but if you're able to hit them with the Mikage when they don't have immunity, then she is like super destructive. But Of course, I think Mikage is best in speed teams where you have like Sifi or Charge it, because you want to go first to CC them, and then the ally attack benefits most champions like Charge it rather than something like Rotos or Helicat. But I'll think about this. Maybe I'll do some other video tomorrow, but I'll also make a live arena video tomorrow, I think, because I need to explore the Mikage tomorrow and I need to do better. It's getting very frustrating that every time I do a video, it sucks and I get owned. I think when I did my last video, I was like 4.3k points, and then I didn't make video for several days, but I did some fights, but I didn't do like sessions where I played the entire session. I just had time to do like couple separate fights, and I didn't make video. And of course, when I wasn't making videos, I was mostly doing well and gaining points, but then when I do the video, I'm getting owned. I guess I had couple fights before this. Maybe we had some, I think we probably had couple wins before this as well, but anyway, that's it for today. Kind of mixed results, other than Helicat is card, and next video I'm gonna try to abuse him as much as I can. But yeah, that's all for today, and see ya, and do better than me in live arena. I'm kind of washed up and not good anymore, so it is what it is.